Today we're going to be showing the TotalCAE TotalViz remote visualization portal. Remote visualization is great if you want to avoid having to bring back large amounts of FEA or CFD data to your workstation, and you want to remotely pre or post process that to avoid the time it takes to download, maybe from a remote data center or possibly a cloud cluster. You can do all that pre and post close to where the data lives to avoid that round trip transfer. Another use for remote viz is possibly you have a supplier or maybe an engineer that's remote and you don't want to have those models and intellectual property taken out of your data center and downloaded outside your firewall. This way you can keep that data centralized. They can still manipulate and work with the data, but don't necessarily need the actual contents downloaded off-site. This is a live snapshot of your desktop. Every few seconds you'll see basically a picture of what your desktop looks like, so you can actually see the applications that are running and without having to log in and look at the desktop. In this case I'd actually like to manipulate it, so all I do is double click on my desktop and a new window will be opened. I want to note this is all done inside the web browser. I'm using Chrome in this case. There's no plugins needed. I don't need any applications installed on my workstation. As long as I have Chrome, I'm able to, or IE or any modern web browser, I'm able to log in 100% through the web browser and then see a full-blown desktop. I'm able to interact with it just like a real desktop, and for all intents and purposes, you're not going to be able to tell the difference between this desktop and a real one. And I'm going to load an application. This is LS Prepost. This is a post processor for LS Dyna. And as you can see, it's very snappy. I'm actually on a wireless connection on a laptop. It's connected over a VPN into a remote data center. So this is definitely not a a souped up demo here. This is on a fairly lousy connection, but you can see it interacts like it's very local, pretty quick. So I'll just open up a D3 plot file here, and you can see the animation. You can see that I can manipulate this, and works pretty well. So pretty much any OpenGL enabled application or 2D app works with the visualization server. Now that it's opened up, we can open an ODB file here. And this file could be large, and we don't want to necessarily download this ODB file over the internet. So while there's a variety of methods we can do to try to extract the information that's in the ODB without having to download it, it is very convenient to be able to view and visualize the ODB. So we're able to just load this up, and we can rotate the model, and we're able to interact with it all here remotely. Now there's a variety of options that we have. We can, if we are on a very, very bad connection, we have settings that allow you to adjust the image quality, to lower the image quality, less bandwidth that's required, and it won't look quite as beautiful as this, but you're able to adjust that under your own control. You can also resize desktops on the fly, as well as copy and paste and use clipboards to move data, text data back and forth between the desktop if you choose. Now that I'm done with this desktop, I'm also able just to close the desktop session. I can see here's a live view of the desktop in this little image like I showed before. I'm done with my desktop, so I'm just going to simply close it, and now it's deprovisioned. That's all there is to it. Now if you're interested in learning more about our TotalViz remote visualization in general, you can go to totalcae.com/learn or reach out to us at sales@totalcae.com.